Stuffed Kathrika masala. Let's see how to make it. I'm taking about 8 small eggplants. For making the gravy and the masala to stuff, I'm taking 1/3 cup of peanuts. These are raw peanuts. 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, about 2 green cardamom, 4 to 5 cloves and 2-inch piece of cinnamon sticks. I'm going to dry roast all of them. Once they are completely roasted, then I will add about 8 to 10 cashew nuts and 3 teaspoons of sesame seeds. And after turning off the gas, I will add the coconut and roast it till it is dry. Here in my kadai, which is nice and warm, I've added the peanuts and I'm going to dry roast it till it leaves a nice fragrance and the skin peels away. Time to add the other whole spices and roast it till you get a nice aroma and the cumin seed starts popping. It will take about a minute or minute and a half. Just roast it, make sure the flame is on medium. At this stage, add the sesame seeds and cashew nuts. They will get roasted very quickly, so that's why we are adding it towards the end. And once it's well roasted and the sesame seeds are popping, turn off the gas and add the coconut. This is fresh coconut. I'm just going to roast it till the moisture in the coconut goes away. It'll take me about a minute or two. The gas is turned off and just in the heat of the kadai, I'm roasting the coconut. Once the coconut is nice and dry, take it all out in the mixie jar. The aroma from the whole spices is just unbelievable. This gravy is going to be delicious. The thickness in this gravy is from the coconut, cashew nut and the sesame seeds. To the mixie jar, add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and 3 teaspoons of chili powder. This chili powder of mine is a mix of Kashmiri red chili powder and spicy chili powder. So it gives good color as well as the spice. Add about 6 cloves of garlic and 1 medium sized onion. Do not add any water and make a fine paste. The liquid in the onion is good enough to make this paste. This is what we will stuff in the eggplants as well as use it for making the gravy. The stuffing is ready, but I forgot to add salt. So I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 teaspoons of salt here. Mix it well and then we'll start stuffing this in the eggplants. We're going to keep the eggplants as a whole. Cut them from the bottom up to the crown, keeping them as a whole. Make sure it has a good size cavity so it is good enough to do the stuffing. Do it like I'm showing you in this video. Once it is all ready, I'm going to start stuffing and stuff generously so that the gravy is very delicious and the eggplants can absorb all the spices. All the eggplants are stuffed now. There is a little bit of masala which we will use for gravy. In my kadai here, I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of peanut oil. I'm going to go ahead and crush about 3 cloves of garlic while the oil is heating up. And this will be giving a good flavor to this gravy. I'm also using about half an inch piece of ginger. The oil is hot. I've added mustard seeds. As it pops, I'm going to add 2 dry red chilies for some smoky effect and add the ginger and garlic which we pounded. Just roast it for about 30 to 40 seconds and I'm going to add the eggplants to this. Also add a little bit of curry leaf because it is important for all the South Indian gravies. Just roast the eggplants in the oil for a couple of minutes, cover and cook for about 2 minutes. This step to cook the eggplants for 2 minutes is important so that the eggplants start to cook initially and it's not only in the gravy that it cooks. Now add all the masala, mix it well. Now I'm going to add about 2 cups of warm water. I'm going to rinse the jar and add it in here. sure to use hot water in rinsing the jar and adding it in this kadai. If you use cold water, the temperature in the kadai will drop and then it will take longer for the eggplants to cook and it will become very mushy. When you use hot water, the temperature is maintained and the eggplants will cook well but still hold its shape very well. Cover and cook the gravy for about 7 to 8 minutes. In between, make sure you open. Just mix it so that the masala doesn't settle at the bottom. You can see that the gravy is thickening very well. Now on the side, I've also taken 1 tablespoon of tamarind paste and I've just diluted it with half a cup of water. After about 7 minutes of this gravy cooking, I've added the tamarind water and I've diluted it further. Taste for seasoning. If you think the salt is less, you can always add more. Cover and cook for another 4 minutes. You may see that the gravy is on the thinner side right now. This is perfect to go with rice, but trust me, as it cools down, it will become thicker. Because of peanut and sesame seed and coconut, this gravy will definitely thicken as it cools. For a final touch, add about half a teaspoon of garam masala. It's totally optional but gives out a very good taste and flavor. Add a little bit of coriander leaves and you can see that this gravy is ready. The oil is separating and it's a luscious, creamy gravy packed with a lot of flavor. The gravy is ready. Let's serve it up with some hot rice and some aloo. It's a very versatile gravy which goes well with rice and parathas, and you can always enjoy this with puri as well. So give this recipe a try, like and subscribe my channel, follow me on Instagram and let me know how this recipe turned out for you.